Now, more of your go-to for all things home. This is Home Answers Radio, presented by Lang Home Medical Equipment, Valdecast Windows and Doors, and by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Once again, here's Roger Piper.
Your go-to for all things home. It's Home Answers Radio.
Hi, this is Home Answers. I'm Roger Piper. This show is all about you and your home, inside, outside, everything about it. And I'll make you a little promise. If you listen for the next few minutes, you're going to pick up some things that maybe you don't know, whether you always contract the work out or you're a do-it-yourselfer, either way. Got a special guest, Graham McLemore from Harmony Remodeling. Welcome to the show, Graham.
Thank you, Roger.
You're a Chicago remodeling company, but you do work all over Chicagoland. Tell us a little bit about how long you've been in business and your specialties.
I've been in business for 23 years. Our specialties are kitchens and bathrooms, mostly interior work. Mm-hmm. We do quite a few bathrooms, walk-in showers, and unique tile installations.
Yeah. And again, you have been doing a lot of remodeling in very old buildings, high-rises, suburban homes. So you have a pretty good understanding of construction and how things work. And I think that a lot of remodeling companies don't have that expertise. So that makes it kind of special for you, doesn't it?
Well, I'm fortunate that my background, both in commercial service and other things, other jobs I've had in my career, have allowed me to be more of a multifaceted person in your home.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's a real positive, too, because it comes down to knowledge, without a doubt. Bathrooms, let's talk about that. That's very popular renovation. What are some of the things that you're seeing that are kind of trendy when it comes to doing a bathroom remodel?
A lot of people want to get rid of their tubs. We do a lot of walk-in showers.
Huh.
Very seldom we do have a lot of people say, hey, I'm a bather, I'd like a tub. And
right.
Typically when they do, they'd like a deep soaker tub. That's one thing a lot of people go after. Mm-hmm. But we do a lot of walk-in showers.
Yeah. And I have heard that is kind of a thing. You know, tell me about these companies you're seeing advertised that, in one day we're going to transform your bathroom. I find that most of the people I've talked to are not happy with that. I mean, a lot of times it isn't what they think. The workmanship isn't that great. I mean, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but I'm just telling you the feedback that I get from people. Tell me about that. Is it really possible to do a one-day and quality renovation on a bathroom?
I've torn some of them out. I've seen some of them. Some of them look nice on the surface. I don't recommend them because, again, you're sealing old products underneath something. Mm-hmm. The other problem with those they're all fiberglass. Mm-hmm. So fiberglass can become difficult to maintain. Mm-hmm. We've done some installations with fiberglass, but like we tell some customers, is like, to maintain this a couple times a year, you're going to have to use boat and RV wax to keep this thing looking as new as it was.
Right.
Fiberglass can also be very slick with some shampoos and conditioners. So, no, I'm not a fan of them. And a lot of the patterns and stuff that you do, the amount of money you are going to spend on that particular install could be put to a nicer looking, more long-term solution.
Yeah. And that's the feedback that I've received from people, too. Or after a period of months, it's very hard to keep clean.
Right.
And then the fact that most of the installation is going over old stuff.
Correct.
And that always can create a problem.
Right.
It's kind of putting a shiny finish on something that really needs to be done the correct way, and that's taking everything out and doing it that way. Kitchens are a big thing, too. And tell us some things and trends about kitchens.
A lot of the kitchens now you can get there are some manufacturers where you can consider to be a semi-custom cabinet where you can – what's nice about the situation is we can get the boxes installed and get the fabricators out quicker than we used to back in the day where it would take 6 to 8 weeks from a manufacturer to get both the doors and the boxes, where now we can get the boxes and get you up and running and shorten the install time on your kitchen down.
Yeah, because most of the problems with kitchen remodeling is waiting for those cabinets. because so many things have to be installed around them?
Countertops. You can be out as much as 3 to 4 weeks on a countertop.
What do you rank? What are people buying right now as far as countertops?
We do a lot of quartz.
Yeah.
Some people will spend, if they're into cooking, they'll spend a little bit of money and they'll get either a natural stone. There are some trends what we're doing also where we're applying an electric heater underneath the stone tops. So your countertops aren't cold all year round. So it's nice and warm. If, for instance, you have like a breakfast nook or something you eat off of.
Yeah, that's really interesting. When people are looking for a contractor, what are some of the best things? Let's say that, okay, I want to remodel my kitchen. I'm going to call some people up. We're going to talk about it. Give us some recommendations on the best way to communicate with the customer, either from the customer's point of view or with you.
Two things are, one, you want someone, again, who is going to explain the process so you understand what they are going to do for you. Okay? You need to feel comfortable with them. Okay, this guy sounds like he knows what he's doing. You need to have that feeling. That's an important thing. Second thing is, when I'm talking to somebody, I want you to be as honest with me and get everything you want out up front. I don't want you to have an expectation that's not going to be met, or you feel at the end of the project, I wish we would have done this.
Right.
Where if you said this up front, we can work with it or say, listen, this isn't possible. And so you leave feeling satisfied when we're through.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. If you're going to do something like that, you want to make sure that you don't have any regrets. We're talking with Graham McLemore. He's with Harmony Remodeling in Chicago, 773-330-1735. And you can check out his website at harmonyremodeling.com. Of course, you invite anybody to give you a call, talk about the situation, and you always like to go see them, right?
I do. I'd rather meet in person and sit and talk to you and see what the situation is. It's also just a lot easier to see what environment you're looking to work with.
Yeah. So that's an open invitation from Graham to come by to your house and talk about your remodeling project.
We do answer some questions via email. But again, it's, pictures are one thing, but it's also a lot easier just to actually come in and sit with you and walk around.
Yeah, pictures do lie sometimes. They can send you some pictures. True. And you can see some things that are different. You said that your work is guaranteed. Tell me about that.
Yes. We stand behind anything that we do, either exterior or interior. We use the best materials and best labor possible in order to produce a project for you.
Yep. And flooring. You also do flooring. You do pretty much all interior, but and some exterior. But flooring. What's the trend in flooring right now?
Luxury vinyl plank flooring.
Mm-hmm.
It's relatively inexpensive, and it's extremely hardy. And it's the newer stuff now has become waterproof.
Right.
So it's easier to keep clean. It's pet messes. You name it. It's not like some of the older products we had over the years, like with where you would scratch it, and it would just show scratches, and you can never take the scratch out.
Right.
Aluminum oxide was the preferred finish for a long time, and it is pretty hardy, but it is so hard that it ends up scratching easier. Luxury vinyl plank flooring doesn't scratch as easy.
Yeah, and we're starting to see that more and more in homes. There are a lot of selections now, too, where it used to be so limited. But now there's so many designs on that. And it's cost-effective, looks good, easy to maintain.
And in some respects, it's even cheaper to install as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where a hardwood flooring requires you nail it down, you need subfloors and a whole bunch of other things. Mm-hmm. This can typically, in some spots, can be laid in a day, and you're out of the door.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Yes.
Anything else going on in flooring?
Well, as far as flooring is concerned, they've gotten, if you are still interested in the laminate flooring, they've gotten better as far as a lot of the laminate is concerned. They don't scratch as easy. And the images and the print is a lot more realistic than it used to be years ago.
Mm-hmm. So it's improved. If you're
it's definitely improved. And it's nicer looking. And they've gotten better with a lot of the additional finishes and products you can get with it.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. If somebody is really interested in doing a flooring project, what are some keys to that?
Well, first of all, do you have any pets?
Yeah.
Are you someone who moves furniture around on a regular basis? Mm-hmm. Even pushing stuff to clean? Is this floor going to be in an environment where there's going to be a lot of sunlight? That's another consideration. because you can actually ruin your floor with a lot of sunlight if it's a solid hardwood floor.
Right.
Do you have any allergies? There's a lot of things to take into factor about flooring.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people that got rid of carpet because of allergies.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know that those carpets can hold a lot of allergens. And it with the luxury vinyl plank, that's gone.
Right.
I mean, and you also know if you have dirt, because if something's dirty, it's very visible. As in a carpet, it may be sitting there and you don't know.
Correct.
It could be dirty until you vacuum and do all of that, but it's a lot less time consuming when it comes to.
And there's no odors involved. We're not generating huge amounts of dust with sanders, and so
makes sense. Well, if you have a remodeling project that you're looking at, anything interior, and also some, Jeff, his company does some exterior stuff too. Put them on your list to call. Over it's 20, how many years you've been in business?
23 years.
23 years in business for the entire Chicagoland area. It's Harmony Remodeling. And call, talk to them, tell them Graham sent you, Graham McLemore, 773-330-1735, 773-330-1735, and go to the website at harmonyremodeling.com. They welcome you to call and come out and see your house and help you make decisions. So, Graham, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Ryder.
It's Home Answers on AM 560, The Answer.